comment best I can, but I do a full-time job during the week. It's tough,
YouTube Live, Instagram Live, and now we have Facebook Live, and I'm coming over to you guys.
Okay.
All right, do 15 minutes with Andrew Plummer.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
All right, everyone on Instagram, I'm just going to leave this phone on myself for now. We're trying to get the younger generations to vote here in Pembroke, and so I can't figure out how to get the wide angle there, but we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube with Andrew Plummer, local city councillor in the city of Pembroke, Ontario, and he's asking you to re-elect Andrew Plummer, co-host Candace LaCroix Johnston. Why don't you start with a question for our...
Nice to meet you. And Matt's good to see you again.
I've seen you in the meetings, but it's nice to be able to finally get to personally know you. And so welcome to our show.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate the participation.
Yeah.
It says a lot about you and the fact that you're very transparent. I'd like to bring up your YouTube channel because that's a really good source for you right now.
Yeah, the YouTube channel started a few council meetings ago. We're doing, there's a lot of talk about basically, not everyone having access to your TV. And that's the big thing is I don't have cable, how do I find out what happened at the meeting?
Exactly.
And currently there's not a online or currently meetings aren't posted online yet. So I know council's been working towards that with Debbie Jurek made the motion the other day, or a couple meetings ago, we should look into it, which I think council all agrees with the talk going on for a while now.
Good.
So hopefully to get that up and running. But I just kind of took it with myself and to recruit an online guy that can help me facilitate that. So I don't have the studio at my own house, actually go to someone else's, and then we shoot the
supporting a local entrepreneur.
Yeah, we shoot the program there. So I say it's not free; it costs money to do. Yeah. So as far as that, it's just to keep council informed right now, and we're especially right now removing the cameras currently until after the election.
Yeah.
Your TV's not there, so this is just another avenue to kind of keep people updated on what's happening at council. As I keep it quick, nothing long. I'm not reading the minutes or reading the pages.
I found it informative. To be honest, I don't like I get bored very easily, so I found it something that I could share with my friends that I want to get more involved, because it is absorbable content. It's not too drawn out, and you do articulate it in a way that I can understand it, so it must be...
Well, I'm just trying to just speak to the camera, just say, okay, here's what I want to do, or here's what happened, here's a quick update, and if you want to have more questions, certainly, forward me a message, or
do you take comments? Do you take comments in the YouTube? This is on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. I just finished. It'll be up. My latest one for last on the October 2nd meeting will be uploaded later today. So it's the holiday's been has been a little slower this weekend, but you normally try and get it out the Friday. Yes. So with the holiday coming, and it's been a little more challenging traveling.
Well, we appreciate the effort because we know how busy you are with your own personal life and your job and everything. So that extra step to that step that you initiated to keep everybody informed goes to show your dedication towards council.
Well, I like to keep people informed the best I can. Yes. That's really what it is. It's trying to be as transparent as I can. We've seen lots of questions about, well, what kind of motion, who motioned, who was the one that started, who voted yes, who voted no. We tried a couple meetings ago to get the recorded minutes or the recorded motions on the website in a separate category.
Sure.
That unfortunately was defeated. So we can't. We don't have those separated. They're not easily accessible. They're still in the minutes, but you got to actually dig through. You got to go back and find. I was just trying to make it a little more easier for people at home to really find out. Okay, well, who actually voted for what? Who's in favor of that proposal? Who voted no, or who voted yes? So
it would be nice to know that information. Do you think that in the future the minutes will? Are you going to reopen that idea to?
Well, I think we'll see how the election pans out, and we'll see who gets elected, and there's always things can be brought up again. I know it took 4 years and 2 votes. We got free parking on Saturdays, so that was I started that back when I first got elected. The first vote went, and it didn't go my way, but I waited another year and a half and brought it up again, and I think then we finally got free parking on Saturdays. So we're not all the way to removing all the meters yet, but we're getting there, one step at a time. So as anything as a council, we all have to understand our limits and get the votes. You don't get the vote one way, you try it again in a little bit, new information brought up, and maybe you can get something passed. But there's always other ways to get it done.
Certainly. Well, we definitely want to find out a little bit more about your platform in general, what you're focusing on in your campaign right now, and a little bit more about your roots here in the city for anyone who's just getting to know Andrew Plummer.
Yeah, well, myself, I'm, I guess, third generation here in Pembroke. You know, everything's available on my website at voteplummer.ca, all the big about me page. And then with that, it goes a little my history. You know, my grandfather was started the first original Canadian Tire of downtown Pembroke. And then obviously that was my great grandfather. Then my grandfather had RJ Plummer Marine, so a long-serving business still here in the valley.
Nice.
And then currently I work for my father and uncles at the family company at Greenwood Paving.
Great.
So that team
So
covers
big
all my
roots.
so it covers all my time pretty much from Monday to Friday. I'm 5:30 in the morning right till 6 at night, Monday to
Okay.
Friday. So I'm a busy guy, but I still make time. There's, trying to answer questions best I can during the day. I may not get back to you as quick as I can, but
I found you pretty approachable, and you came back to me. Well, you've been in the studio twice now, really.
yeah.
And talking about the grind and talking about other community resources, and so yeah, I think your platform definitely comes across very clearly. And you showed up to volunteer to speak at or to meet and greet people at our event, Dream Builder Fusion. So thank you for that.
No
again.
problem. I try to get involved with a few different community and groups as I can. And if you have limited time, sometimes you have to give in other ways. So I definitely been charitable and giving some monetary amounts to Project Hope for the Homeless.
Project Hope for the Homeless was a big deal, and you were
Yeah.
there on site. I remember.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that. That was out over by Eastside, not Eastside Mario's, but
In
across the park.
Centennial Park there. So that was the raising money funds for the transition home.
Yes.
For the grind. You're really trying to get people involved as knowing that people, sometimes there's a time that you don't have a place to go.
Yes.
And really you need that stable house to get you get back on your feet for a few days or a few weeks, whatever it's gonna have to do. And you just need that helping hand. I think it's important for community to give that helping hand because some people get down on the luck sometimes and we all gotta lift each other up.
You got it.
And that's the best way to build a community, is lift each other up.
And that event raised a record amount of dough for the house.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the exact final total was, but it was in the few several thousand, I'm sure it was. So
Exciting.
it was
An
good.
exciting amount, yeah.
Yeah,
You did a great
and
job.
then I was there on site trying to promote stand up the rainstorm. Where there was a lot of rain that day, and
Ottawa Valley events.
yeah, just hanging out in the tent to try to stay dry. But
Yeah.
no, it was a good event. So
Are you going to be at the candidate debate
yeah,
tomorrow?
yeah, no, I'll be there.
Yeah?
I'll be there. So I don't know if you call it a debate. It's more of just kind of meet the candidate because we only have a 2-minute open. And then there's a question, you'll answer a couple questions in the first half, maybe a question in the second half, but you only really have a 4-minute total time to speak in question and answer period,
Oh, okay.
and then a 1-minute close. So there won't be a really back and forth debate like, here's my plan, what do you think, or I want to question you on your plan. It's not really a back and forth, more just kind of a meet the candidates,
Sure.
ask a question if you can, and then go on. It's more of a meet and greet, trying to understand each person's platform a little bit more.
Okay.
And I guess I really haven't spoken my platform yet, really.
Let's do it.
So I kind of broke it down into four categories or 4 pillars. So we got roads, recreation, jobs, and taxes.
Okay.
And I think that's the easiest to break it down. And then with the roads, we just want to continue on the continued, I guess, rejuvenation or fixing the current infrastructure we have.
Absolutely.
We've been really on it to try and incorporate shape and pave over the last few years, trying to fix those roads, as well as, we're doing pulverizing in town, which is you rip the road up, you see it over on Patricia and Irving Street. Just kind of do more with the dollars we have. And I think we've seen a lot, like we're getting fewer potholes. There are still some out there, but we're gonna get them all eventually.
Oh, it's
So,
definitely looking better, that's for sure.
we've still got the big project on Main Street coming up. So right now, they're working from McDonald's to Cecilia. And now we're gonna go from Cecilia right to McKay, and then they're gonna make the turn from McKay up and there. So I think by the end of this term, we'll have new streets right from the edge of Pembroke all the way to Christie.
Are you widening them, or is there any?
Well, no, they're just working inside the existing street,
Okay.
right? So we're just shaving off the top, getting rid of all those potholes and cracks and everything, and basically bringing it back up to a new road.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that would be a good spot. So then,
Sounds great.
we've got the east end of the city, Main Street done. Now we're gonna start working on the west end of hopefully the next 4 years.
Awesome.
And should be by the end of the next term, we'll have a new street all the way from Pembroke Street, right from one end to the other.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Ask for more.
Anything else about your campaign?
Let's keep going about his campaign platform a little bit before we answer that question from the audience, but
Yeah.
we're just,
Yeah, so the next, as that comes with roads and recreation, we're really working with a recreation plan. I think that's an important part of it, is understanding that we have lots of existing recreation facilities.
Mhm.
It's how do we best use them? And I'm really excited about last Tuesday's meeting with the YMCA being on site.
Good.
So now the
Yes.
city's entered a memorandum of understanding with the YMCA. So now they've been tasked with coming in and getting involved, doing studies, as well as in basically talking to stakeholders, talking to the residents, discussing what's actually going to be the best need for the community as far as a recreation center. And I think that's where we're gonna move towards, is the pool itself. We know that it's reached its expiry date.
Yeah.
So now, instead of just having a pool, how do we incorporate some sort of center? And that recreation
Awesome.
plan is to really look at Kinsman Park, we look at Riverside Park, how do we use better use of that lending hub down there? Get people involved. It could, there could be paddle boats there, stand-up paddle boards, all those sort of things.
Very
Like,
cool.
how do we get more use of the current recreation facilities we have?
I love it.
And that's part of the recreation plan.
Would they start with a pool, do you think, and then build on? from
No, I
there?
think it'll be all encompassing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be, you wouldn't start with one and then build, you do it all as one facility.
Oh, okay.
And really, so I think that's a really exciting part to working with the YMCA, because they've done this before.
Absolutely.
And to bring the Y to Pembroke, it's gonna be a real community builder.
Yes, it is.
So it's not just Pembroke has a pool, Petal has a pool, it's Pembroke has a community center, and let's bring that
yes.
Laurentian Valley, there's lots of people even from Cobden area and all around that all came to Pembroke to learn to swim.
Are you looking at getting partnerships around the area?
Well, I think that's in the next topic. I think we first,
Okay.
as the YMCA is starting to look at different avenues of what's actually going to be appropriate or what's going to
Yeah.
suit Pembroke,
Yeah.
then we look at what kind of partnerships will come on board. As a corporate sponsorship, we always see the Scotiabank Place or Canadian
Yeah.
Tire Center.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be some sort of I don't know. Could be a corporate sponsor that wants to bring that on board too. So there's different ways of finding money or getting grants, but the YMCA is a really good partner to have.
Definitely.
It
So,
definitely
It
is,
needs to
yes.
grow.
So that really covers the recreation side, and I do think that working on our new recreation plan is going to bring us, all our facilities up to par. And then as far as jobs is created, we're looking at an advertising plan. You have to sell Pembroke, and that's what I think we
Sell
haven't
Pembroke.
really haven't done as much as we should be. So with an advertising plan, which the city just put out again on Tuesday, we sent an RFP out we've done the studies for the last 4 years. Now it's to take these studies, put them in an RFP, send it out to the market, have someone now write this advertising plan for us, and then we'll get that and actually take it to market. We want to sell Pembroke about the benefits of doing business and living here in Pembroke. You really hear that, people are getting tired of that 2-hour commute to work in Toronto, and people that move from Toronto up here or even from larger cities and say, this is such a nice little community.
Yeah.
Because it really is. It's a great little city.
Yeah.
And you can get from one end of the city to another. It doesn't take you that long. You've got all the amenities you need. You can be in a big city in an hour and 15 minutes in Ottawa. You
Yes.
want to go there. But it just has that small town feel. And I really think it's a
Definitely.
small town city.
And I appreciate your support for Dan, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
That was,
Because that was a part of the country city feel, you know what I mean? I loved that about Pembroke.
that's an important part is, saving that dam. And
Yeah.
I really think that the options that were given, council typically votes on what options are given in front of them. But I just being in construction trade, I felt that the options weren't all of the options. So I wanted some time, so that's why I voted no to not tear down the dam. I said no. I
You
went
saw
away. No, I saw the potential in
Yes.
saving it,
Yeah.
and I didn't hear anything that it was structurally, not sound. The report that they gave, it said they noticed no movement over the years. So that means the dam's not moving. It's there today. It's gonna be there a couple of years from now. So
Yeah.
why can't we just continue to use what we have?
There's always alternatives, you know what I mean? And it was so utilized before. Like people used it all the time.
Yeah, and I think it was just kind of the city had turned a bit of a blind eye and not bothered to really bother anybody. But then
Yeah.
with fishing season opening, I think it got a little bit of hectic, saying, oh, we have a number of people going to be accessing the dam. It really is not fit for use, so they put up the no trespassing without saying anything, and that really kind of set the whole firestorm apart.
Definitely did, because it's really not that big of a community.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Pembroke.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be 70 people standing, you know what I mean?
So I think, but that was it, and then they will need to make a decision, and I guess they want to make a decision quick on it, so it was really only brought up once in that one June meeting. And I just felt that we hadn't seen all the options yet, so that's why I voted no.
Appreciate that.
And I went away and did some quotations and did some research on my own, and I came back with a plan that I wasn't able to present fully, as we still have to get a motion to reconsideration first. So that means I need 5 councillors to vote with me to basically reopen the debate. So we'll see if we can get that reopened, and hopefully we do, and then I can present my plan in entirety about how we can fix the dam for a lot less than what currently on the.
I appreciate your efforts.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
As well as many others.
That's true grit right there, and not settling for the norm and pursuing further options and saving us money.
Well, and that's all it's about, right? You really gotta, everything is always, you gotta think about it, does it make sense in your head, can you do it another way? And that particular issue I thought could be done a different way, so that's why I voted no.
Absolutely, well.
So I think we could probably, I think we've gone over what we had expected for the time. We know you're a busy man, but we do want to take a question from the audience. Do we have one question, Tim?
We do.
All right, let me read that.
So,
That's that Mary Jean Plath. Thank you, Mary Jean, local volunteer. What do you hope to accomplish in the next 4 years if elected?
okay.
Well, I mean, we've been talking on that, but let's.
I think that the big thing is I want to see business being brought to Pembroke. You know, the first 4 years was really about kind of getting organized and cleaning house a little bit, get all our ducks in order, if we use that term.
Yeah.
But, you know, when I was first elected, I walked in and said, okay, now it's time to get, you know, we got to collect all this, you know, clean the cobwebs off. How do we better get efficiencies? And
Nice.
I think we've done that.
Yes.
And
Fresh
we've,
perspective.
you know, we've done all these plans, and now it's about actually selling those plans, and that's part of the advertising plan. Is we really want to basically sell Pembroke. I want to bring more people into the valley, because the only way taxes will ever go down for residential if we bring back that industry, and because we've lost it with, you know, over the years, that the tax rate has been shifted onto residential. So they say, well, why is taxes so high, and why can't you just walk in and cut them? I said, well, because we've lost that industry, and that used to soak up so much of our tax rate. But now it's about selling Pembroke and just getting
industry.
bringing those jobs into Pembroke, having people start, even small businesses. You know, that's a driver of economies, is a small business. And,
Definitely.
you know, if we can get that, if we can hook a business, that's great. But it's a matter of just selling Pembroke and bringing people in and saying, okay, we have a great community here. How can we make it even better?
Awesome.
Well, this has been a great interview, and we know that you sell Pembroke with your videos. We're grateful that you joined on our channel here for this.
No problem.
And on Thanksgiving Monday, on our special kind of.
I do love the spread. It's really festive. It's good. I really noticed that. That's good.
So thank you. We'll say hi to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, Andrew Plummer. We're really grateful to have you here, and thankful on Thanksgiving long weekend. We'll let you go.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for having me. I know it's been quick, but remember, Plummer.ca. You need to check out my YouTube channel for council reviews.
And they can citizens can ask questions on your Facebook or email you.
Yeah, exactly. They right on my website, voteplummer.ca. There's a contact form. You need to get in touch with me right there.
Awesome. Well, stay positive, and God bless.
God bless.
All right, I'm gonna shut these live feeds off. Thanks so much, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks so much.
No
Now,
problem.
To me, it's about quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
So any little amount of time. And you know what, most of the time people are gonna look at it. I have 15 minutes, so I don't have 30 or 40 or 50 minutes.
I'm going to
Some
end.
of them
Goodbye.
go quite long.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to short and sweet. I think people know what I'm about, and that's, you know, and see what it is. It's about selling Pembroke. I really think the next 4 years is about selling Pembroke and really bringing people in.